Hello everyone, this is NFX Broken Arrow here, bringing you all the action of the NFX StarCraft 2 Cup. And already we have a probe going out to do his action. This is his second game of Commando versus Phoenix on Red City LE, one of the new maps to the season. It's quite an interesting map with a lot of choke points, as you can see over there and over there. In the top left corner we have your Protoss NFX Phoenix in blue, and in your bottom left corner we have the green Terran NFX Commando. I'll remind you of the previous game where Phoenix won the first game of the best of 3 matchup and is now in the lead with 1-0. His probe scout getting he might actually I'm quite interested to know why he sent that scout so early. Maybe he wants to do some proxy action, I don't know. Anyway, the scout will be going to scout incorrectly once again, so quite unlucky for Phoenix over there. And we have Commander our Terran starting on his wall, which is quite basic, going for the barracks this time first instead of the supply depot. Phoenix going for his assimilator, wanting to get gas quite early. Usually when you get gas early you go for your mothership. We want to go for a mothership core quite early, as well as stalkers and such. On this map it should actually work nicely because it is a big map and you don't expect your opponent to scout you quite early and know where your position is for a rush. Commander going for his second supply depot. It's covering quite a lot of minerals. He can probably start trying to get some gas, or maybe build an extra barracks already to get that production going. Seems to be a gap here in the wall. I wonder if Commander knows about that. And the scout from Phoenix will once again get quite a lot of info. Building his pylon right in the middle of the base there. I wonder, Commander is pulling the line, pulling SCVs from the line to try and take out that pylon, probably trying to deny the threat of a cannon rush. But as we can see, Phoenix just completed his first gateway, so there's no forge for the cannons to arrive. Commander already hovering quite a lot of minerals, and Phoenix cancelled that first pylon over there and started to build another pylon. So he's just basically trying to annoy Commando and make him think that Phoenix is going for some silly strategy. As you can see there, he cancels it once again. And he builds an assimilator on the gas, and the probe get taken out. Commander with a lot of minerals now. He can maybe go expand or build a few barracks to up his production and get out a lot of marines to deny any early shenanigans from Phoenix. Phoenix going for his second gas already, as well as plotting down gateway and cybernetics core. That cyber core is almost done, and you should start with the gateway research right away. There you go. Also with the mothership core, which is why he got gas so early, so he can do both as soon as the cyber core is done. Goes for his third gateway, so we might see another early push from 3 or 4 gateways. If you see the probe going out to build a proxy pylon for reinforcements, then we might expect Phoenix to do an early push. Commander harboring quite a lot of minerals. He is now building his third supply depot in the wall. He does have his 5 marines, 6 marines now standing there, as well as getting a tech lab. I'd recommend rather getting a reactor lab to pump out double production of marines on the one barracks, and then a tech lab on the other barracks, so you can do your research. As we see, he is getting his shields upgrades for his marines, but still quite hovering a lot of minerals. He can build another gateway or barracks, or he can actually start building a factory to get out some siege tanks, which he can then effectively place over here to defend his natural, or he can put it on the high ground over there. This is quite an interesting map. Phoenix is getting the pylon over there, which will serve as a proxy as well as a denial or delay for Commando's future third command center and base. We do see the zealot and mothership core over here, as well as the 2 stalkers from Phoenix, and the probe. Where are you going, mister? The probe is actually, he's going to build another pylon. So Phoenix delaying the two of the possible third bases for Commando. This Marines will push away this first push from Phoenix. So quite a successful defense over there with the two Marauders and Marines. We do see the engineering bay already up. This little ACV trying to get a turret going, but it looks like it will be taken out. Marines, quite a waste of energy on that time warp. But the Marines will maybe take out this mothership core, and it's taken out. So now Phoenix have no view on the high ground, so this Marines over here can just station themselves on the high ground over here and start taking out these stalkers. As we see the push coming for Phoenix, and he takes out the wall, supply capping Commando, but the Marines will push away these stalkers. If they can get a nice position, they may take out that sentry, but they do not. So quite a lot of action coming in this in the first few minutes. Commando cancelling that missile turret, building a new one, and he's going to go and build a second one. Commando should might actually attempt to move out his Marines and try to expand, as we see Phoenix has already begun on his natural expansion. Phoenix is going start constructing his pylon forge now to start working on his upgrades for his ground army. As we can see, the engineering bay of Commando not doing quite anything productive as of yet. We see the mules coming in for Commando from his orbital command, as well as the extra population, and Phoenix doing the hallucination on the Colossus there, which might make Commando to think that Phoenix is doing a different tech, but then again he does have the missile turret, which might be able to detect that is actually an hallucination Phoenix and not the real Colossus and not the real thing. As we can see, still the two pylons going here. Phoenix's natural expansion is going on the way now, and he might, yes, and they sends down his probes for help with the saturation. Another well, obviously pylon coming up, and another Twilight Council on the way for Phoenix. Now with the Twilight Council, he can go ahead and get extra this 2-2 and 3-3 upgrades from the forge, if he decides to get a double forge, or he can go with the Templars, either the High Templars or Dark Templars, which he can later on then merge into Archons. As we can see, the space fully saturated for Phoenix, and he's busy working on this space as well. Commando not trying to attempt to expand, which I highly recommend he should do. As we can see, he only has 9 ACVs on his mineral patches, so he might want to work on that, get out a few more ACVs. We do see the factory, however, pumping out two tanks coming on the way for Commando. We do see the army of Phoenix trying to make a push here from the high ground. If Commando can take out that mothership core, then he'll have the advantage and push away that army, but he fails to do so, and the army of Phoenix will take out the wall, or take out the one supply depot behind the wall, but Commando successfully pushing away this first, or the second push from Phoenix. Commando quite low on minerals. Phoenix on the other hand has got quite a few minerals now. He can either up his production or go for expansion. As we can see, the blink coming out for Commando, for Phoenix. Will be quite awkward Marines with blink, quite epic actually. Anyway, so these tanks are sieged. It's quite an interesting spot for the tanks to be sieged. I'd rather put them here because of the army right over there, and the siege tank will be in range. But I suppose that Commando is counting on these two siege tanks getting quite a few hits off as the army gets choked on the ramp. Commando now has 11 workers on his on his command center. He can actually go ahead and try to expand. I'm wondering why he's not trying to do that. Phoenix sending out a scout, probably wondering where's Commando expansions. Did he do a ninja expand, or is he trying to hide anything from him? As you see, another mothership core. Did the previous mothership core get taken out? Probably. What's this? And the third mothership core for Phoenix coming in to join his army. Quite a big army coming here now. They do have the one weapon upgrade. Commando's army does not have any upgrades as of yet, but he is working on his first armor upgrade. And we can see Phoenix going for his third base, spending his minerals quite good. Phoenix does have the Dark Templar or Dark Shine, and he goes for the cannons on the high ground. We do see nicely saturated base over there. Phoenix can actually move down the 2 probes here and get the space down here fully saturated, as well as send a few probes to his third. From Commando side, we see 2 factories already up, as well as 2 barracks, and the Dark Templars incoming, but they get taken out by effective scan. Nicely played there by Commando, as we do see another Dark Templar on the way. Let's see if he can do any damage at all. No, he won't, because of the turrets over there, which works as detectors. Another few Dark Templars standing here ready for action. Phoenix can morph these into Archons and do quite a lot of damage, and Commando over here still doing his thing, producing what I suppose... Ooh, Thor's coming out for Commando, quite an interesting choice. Let's see how Phoenix reacts to that. Let's take a look at the army supply. At the moment we have 60 to 52, which is alright for Commando if he can push out now, and he will be able to push this army away, but these Stalkers will tip the balance to make that Phoenix now has the army supply lead. The Dark Templar gets taken out once again, as Phoenix tries desperately to get in some scouting information, I suppose, with the Dark Templars. I'd rather go and morph in quite a few DTs and morph them into Archons. As you can see, Commander now has the 1 armor upgrade for his troops, where Phoenix has 2 weapons upgrade and 1 armor upgrade. The third base for Phoenix going quite strong. Good supplies got with those. Saturation, I mean. His main base is getting mined out. Oh, we do have an engage here. The main army, it looks like, of Commando gets taken out with that push from Phoenix, or rather push from Commando. Phoenix can go now and I suppose win this game, since he does have more than double army supply over Commando with the upgrades as well. We do say, however, Phoenix getting quite a lot of warp gates going. I suppose yes, there he goes for the robotics to start with his Colossi production. I guess, well, Commando not expanding is what putting Phoenix in the lead now for the ultimate production lead he has got. As you can see, the 4th base coming down for Phoenix, since his main is already mined out, so he can go ahead and start collecting minerals. Irate trying to bug me here. We do see, however, that he's got quite nice production income going, with all these probes getting transferred to his third, and Phoenix is just basically sitting and building up a death ball so he can just push A2 and A move. As you can see, the Dark Templar coming in here for another scout, maybe sees that Commander does not have a natural expansion going, and he will go out with this probe over here to see what the hell's going on. Why is Commander not expanding? We do see, however, Commander pushing out with his Marines and Marauders. Maybe this can be to attempt an expansion, as we see the SCV going down there, and he will build a missile turret, obviously, to defend against the Dark Templars. We do see the Colossi trying to make a push, quite silly there without the support of the rest of his army, and the missile turrets and siege tank will get off quite a few good hits on those as well. We do see a missile turret get completed. Commander should expand, and there we go with a 23-minute expansion from Commando. Phoenix changing to triple warp gate. What's he building with this? He's building oracles, because why not? Probably with these oracles, Phoenix will attempt to harass all his SCVs, because we all know how effectively oracles can take out Phoenixes. SCVs. What the hell's it with me and Phoenix? There we go, a lot of DTs coming in again. I don't know why Phoenix is continually trying to build DTs, since they just get taken out as soon as they spawn. Phoenix moving his army, taking out that rocks to get to the bigger choke point with his army, so he can not cluster up for the splash damage that the siege tanks do. Now we see Phoenix pushing up with his army, the the Zealots, building a nice buffer for the rest of his army to take out from a distance. We see the force coming down. What will they do? And they just get cooked by the Colossus and the Stalkers. Can we see the Stalkers maybe blinking in here to stop this choke from happening? We see the natural taken out, as well as everything else of Commando. This is probably GG, as we see that last desperate tank. Oh wait, there's another tank incoming. Stalkers blinking up, and the tank gets taken out, as well as all of his SCVs. We now see a 7 supply versus a 200 supply, and this should be GG, as we see Phoenix taking out everything that Commando owns, and the 3 hero oracles showing up for the party as well. And there we have it. Phoenix takes the win on the best of 3, going up 2-0 against Commando, as this is the first completed game, best of 3 series of the NFX StarCraft 2 Cup. I'll keep you guys posted on the updates of the scores and such, and I'll see you guys in the next game.